going, where we're going, we don't need roads.
What is that? What is that from again?
I'll Silva.
What commercial is it? What car commercial is that guy?
No, I think it's Back to the Future.
Oh, that's back. Oh, that's right.
About 2 hours northeast of San Diego, we traveled to Anza-Borrego Desert State Park. Since we drove down from Los Angeles, we set our rendezvous to a small town called Borrego Springs. After we grabbed our supplies, we drove 30 minutes south of the town to the park entrance off Split Mountain Road. From here you'll find Fish Creek Road North entrance.
Okay, so we're in Anza-Borrego, and right now we have Brad's Jeep. We have my 4Runner, we have a rental Jeep, and a Subaru from Jesse. You know, this is the first time that our friends have joined us. We've been here before, so we have some experience. We know what to expect.
Except for this Toyota Prius, which we ran into a mile down the road. Needless to say, we all had our own opinions.
I'm kind of impressed that Prius made it all the way in here.
Okay, please. I mean, if the Toyota Prius isn't here, my Neo would have been just fine.
No.
I don't know if that's more of like a flex for the Prius or more like a shot to the gut in all of our cars. So, if you have a Prius, at least you know that you can make it somewhat out here.
Now, if you do plan on taking a Prius, we encourage you to either come with somebody that can tow you out of the deep sand or bring a lot of recovery equipment.
All right, let's stop here. I'm gonna do a shot where it's a tripod and it follows us. Hold on.
Oh, we're stopping again.
You ready? You wanna do it?
Yeah, you wanna hop in?
Let's take a...
I have an older model 5th gen 4Runner, and you don't have Android Auto or Apple CarPlay or anything, so in order to get Gaia, which is the map that I use on it, I have to bring my iPad. And for me to bring my iPad, I have to find a way to mount it. And because I don't actually want to screw anything in my console, I had to find out a way how to do it, and I just put magnets everywhere. So we'll see how that holds up.
So, the pedal is that one.
Okay.
Okay, so there is one route coming up.
You're driving over a giant rock.
Alright, that's how crazy that is.
So Brad just ran over a rock.
Overly worried by Brad's misfortune, the party Jeep showed a lot of empathy.
Dude, that rock fire weighs 200 pounds.
That's what Brad's deadlifting.
Yeah, right.
Son of a bitch.
I'm gonna get in front of him to see if he needs help.
While we started to evaluate the situation, it was apparent that Brad's Jeep would not get freed unless that rock moved.
I saw that all happening. That is a big...
Oh, shit. Don't go that way.
Yeah.
After we made fun of Brad, it was obvious enough that he was stuck between a rock and a hard place. No pun intended. It was also noted at this time that Jeremy and Andrew had their walkies off the entire time, leaving them absolutely clueless to where we were. Since Brad was the most experienced navigator, we had no other choice but to set him free.
I didn't even notice it was here. What?
No, let's both just try to lift it out of there.
Yeah. I thought we had after house. Wait, off the radio. What were you saying on the radio?
Oh.
That makes sense for why.
All right.
Turn back on our radio. Literally.
Music.
Yeah. Well,
And you were worried about me getting stuck.
This This was a lesson, Jesse. Don't run over giant rocks.
Duh.
While it may not look big on camera, here's the rock that Brad couldn't drive over and got stuck between his wheels. Again, you might want to second guess that Prius.
Brad, that was actually kind of funny trying to drive over that boulder.
You should have brought it home as a souvenir.
After about an hour of driving through rock gardens, navigating some open trenches, we finally hit the main dirt road.
Okay, we kind of hit the main road so we can speed up a little bit.
The whole reason how Brad got stuck was to set up his drone, and I will admit it was completely worth the footage he captured. This place is absolutely amazing.
And last time I was here, this shelf was a lot bigger. Actually, do you think Jesse should go to the left over there?
Yeah, Jesse, do that.
That might have hurt my bumper a little.
Looks good from here.
And that is why they say the fastest car you could ever get is a rental.
Yeah, I don't want to put this wear and tear on my car.
Well, I don't care about mine because it's a lease. So
that?
yeah, I don't give a about the wear and tear at all. And I hate the people at Kia. They're such bad service. So
I have a vendetta for
come.
I'm gonna destroy this freaking guy.
After about 2 hours of driving from the entrance, we finally made it to the end of Olla Wash, where we decided to set up camp. This area offered about a 3/4 shelter with amazing views. We also learned that the nearby Air Force Base does training overhead.
The best campsites are at the end of trails like this, or like offshoots. You look for these end of the roads that look like they have little cul-de-sacs at the end. I mean, that's kind of the fun thing about Anza-Borrego is it just keeps going forever. So, but yeah, find the ends of these roads and you'll have it all, the whole canyon to yourself. Oh shit! Here comes a fire. There it is.
When we woke up in this Mars-like world, we packed up our campsite and headed north to Fons Point, just about 20 minutes east of Borrego Springs. You will definitely need all-wheel drive for this area as it contains a lot of deep sand.
Going out to Fons Point. It's been a long day of off-roading today. My kind of day. Super fun. We got our colleague Jessie with us in her Subaru, which I gotta say we've all been really impressed with. The Subaru is holding up really well. So far it's been a really good trip.
I'm more impressed on the Subaru, honestly, this entire trip. It's anything in terms of deep sand or little rocks that are kind of jagged, it's taking it like a champ. It's had traction the entire time. It's a really impressive car. The only thing about it is the ground clearance. That's the only thing. But if you're able to lift it up maybe a couple of inches, honestly, you could do this entire Anza-Borrego trip without any sort of issue. It just seems like a really good car. It's keeping up with the Jeep and the 4Runner, which, you know, might not be necessary at the end of the day.
This was an amazing trip that was full of awesome sights. Between the canyons of Anza-Borrego and the vista at Fons Point, there's so many picture-worthy areas here. This is also the first time we went out with our friends, who, needless to say, are now outdoorsmen.
Overall, this was an awesome experience. The off-roading, really awesome. It's going super fast, just like going over the boulders, being kind of off the grid, so to speak. I'm definitely a Jeep guy now.